Santa Cruz facts. Burning things you just need to know. Well, good afternoon everybody, and welcome back to Rob Motive MT. And that's right, I've got some Hyundai Santa Cruz burning facts that you just need to know. You know, the other day I was searching for something on the old Google, and you know, on Google you put something in and then all these other things come up, and I discovered there were a lot of facts, a lot of things out there about the Santa Cruz, some of which I didn't know, and others that I just found pretty interesting. So I made a bit of a list here. I'm going to run through them and let you guys know. Leave a comment. Let me know if there's some of these things that you weren't aware of. I'd be curious. First of all, number one, the Hyundai Santa Cruz has the best gas mileage and the fastest 0 to 60 time of the compact non-electric trucks. It's the fastest one you can get out there, and it's the best on fuel economy. The Santa Cruz has a combined fuel economy of 24 miles per gallon. Not too bad for what I consider to be a truck. Just for reference, the Ford Ranger and the Honda Ridgeline, arguably, I would say the Honda Ridgeline is probably not a compact truck, but they're closer to 20 miles per gallon. Now, as far as that 0 to 60 time, something that I really love, the acceleration that is, the Santa Cruz will go from 0 to 60 in 6 seconds. That is awesome. Just a little bit quicker and we'd be a sub 6 second truck. Pretty darn cool. The Ford Ranger and the Honda Ridgeline are closer to 7 seconds, about a full second slower than the Hyundai Santa Cruz. Next up, because it's a new model with no history or track record, reliability is low. I really don't like this because they're assigning some kind of arbitrary reliability number to a truck that's really not tested. What they're basing it on is Hyundai's performance as a company overall, which is not too great, by the way. They score a 59 out of 100. We shall see. Hopefully the Santa Cruz is a bit better than that. Next up, the Santa Cruz is assembled, or made, let's say assembled, in Alabama. Now, a lot of people think that it's made somewhere overseas and then shipped here. Not true, although most of the parts are, as with every other truck or vehicle out there. All of the parts typically come from all over the world and then they're assembled here within the US. The Santa Cruz first debuted as a concept at the 2015 Detroit Auto Show. 7 or so years ago. So it took that long to bring the Santa Cruz to market. Well worth it, but quite a long time. Next up, as of April 2022, 8,695 Santa Cruzes have been sold. For comparison's sake, Ford has sold 19,246 Mavericks. So it's not really on pace with the Maverick, I don't think, but I have heard it is increasing in sales numbers, so we shall see. Number 7, or the next one up, what is the Santa Cruz? Is it a truck? Now, this is a big point of contention, I guess, amongst the truck faithful out there. Technically, the Santa Cruz is classified as a compact truck. Now, interestingly, the Ridgeline, which a lot of people like to compare to the Santa Cruz, and I think the reason, and the only reason for that, is because both the Ridgeline and the Santa Cruz have a trunk in the bed. I really think that's the only reason. The Ridgeline technically is classified as a mid-size truck. So really, it should be compared more to the Ford Ranger, the Toyota Tacoma, Chevy Colorado, the Honda Ridgeline, that is. Next up, the Santa Cruz can tow up to 5,000 pounds. I wouldn't recommend it. That, of course, is with the turbo all-wheel drive, the SEL and above, I believe, or the SEL Premium and above trim level. I wouldn't recommend that. You know, just because they say it can, it's a relatively small footprint. The last thing you want is some big, heavy box behind you that starts doing this in the wind. what is that little car, truck, whatever you're using, gonna do to compensate for that? Next up, what is the meaning of Santa Cruz? It is Spanish or Portuguese rather, for Holy Cross. Number 10, if you're keeping track. The top of the line Santa Cruz is the all-wheel drive limited, which stickers for $39,720. Now, I didn't buy the top of the line for really one reason. I didn't want leather seats. I've had leather seats in other trucks like the Tacoma back here, and frankly, they just don't wear well, and they're hot in the summer. I don't really have a winter where I'm at, but I really didn't want that massive heat that we get here to sit on every time I get in and out of the truck with shorts on and my cutoff shirts, you know. Next up, the Santa Cruz holds 17.7 gallons of gas. So let's round that up to 18, multiply it by 5, 90 bucks to fill the Santa Cruz. Is that right? 5 times 18, 90 bucks to fill the Santa Cruz. Can get rather expensive, but you're getting 24 miles per gallon. Next, there is no auto stop in the Hyundai Santa Cruz. Man, am I happy about that. Would it have stopped me from buying it? Most likely not, but I cannot stand auto stop. And if you're not familiar with what auto stop is, it's that feature that when you pull up to a stop, the vehicle shuts off. When you let off the brake, it turns back on every time you stop. I can't stand that feature, and man, am I happy that the Santa Cruz doesn't have it. The Santa Cruz uses regular unleaded gasoline and no premium fuel required. And I think there's some confusion out there. A lot of people think that because it's a turbo, you've got to use premium gas. That is not true. The Hyundai Santa Cruz burns regular unleaded dyno fluid. The Santa Cruz payload, let's talk about that for a minute. It's stated at 1,568 to 1,906 pounds, dependent upon the trim level that you have, of course, and also anything else that you add to it. If you're not aware, anything that you add to the truck, like reduces the overall payload. So even though those numbers are stated what they are, let's figure you weigh 200 pounds, I'm just picking a number. If it's 1,906 pounds rated, it really can then haul, or you can put enough in the back or whatever, of 1,706 pounds. So keep that in mind. You know, the other day on one of these Facebook posts, I saw somebody who went and picked up a whole load of stone. And the whole back end of the Santa Cruz was piled in with stone. And I'm like, there is no way that that should be in the back of the Santa Cruz. Obviously exceeds the payload capacity. And people wonder why they have problems. I mean, why would you do that? It's just crazy. But nonetheless, they did. And then they were so happy that the Santa Cruz was able to do it. And I'm thinking in the back of my mind, yeah, it's able to do it until it isn't able to do it. In other words, you can do it until the Santa Cruz breaks, and then you can't do it anymore. I mean, come on, you have to be kind of realistic. It is a compact mini truck. If you're gonna haul that kind of stuff, you probably should have a full-size truck of some sort. Anyway, those are just a few Hyundai Santa Cruz facts that I came across when I was doing a search for something else, and I thought they were interesting. So I thought I'd share them with you guys. Leave a comment. Once again, let me know anything that you're surprised about. I'd be curious. Also, real quick, I do have 2 additional channels. Rob Motive, all about Toyota Tacomas, and Rob Motive JT, all about Jeep Gladiators, currently the Jeep Gladiator Mojave. Check them out, and if you're interested, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.